Here we go. So, what did you like best about the fight?
Well, you know what I like about the fight? It was an action fight. You didn't know, you knew that both of them were good fighters, and you know if one got a lucky punch, the fight could be over. And so all the way from the beginning to end, it was a battle, and it went all 3 rounds, and both of the guys survived. But I think at the end of the fight, even though it was won by our favorite fighter.
Well, he's not my favorite, but we like him better.
I mean, we liked him better in that fight.
Rashad.
I can truthfully say that both fighters fought a great fight. It was a respectable fight.
Yeah, I agree.
And neither one of them really has bragging rights, because Rashad Evans won. He's got to feel a little bit lucky that he won, because he came very close to getting knocked out.
He came pretty close there in the 3rd round. He came pretty close. That was a close call.
That was a close call, and also the other guy had a close call. So
yeah,
I think neither one of them has bragging rights, except that Rashad, because of the training camp he was in, those takedowns really helped him.
Yeah.
To get the most points.
Of course.
And Rampage was his opinion was that he doesn't like to get down and submit. He likes to box. But the thing was, that's what won the fight, was the expertise, the extra training that Rashad Evans got by going to George's camp, QTC's camp.
GSP, yeah.
GSP, that camp gives them an edge.
Yeah, that camp, I think that camp is over in Montreal. It's a real good camp. They got a bunch of guys out there.
It's a good camp, and what it does, it takes a fighter like GSP. They may not be the best puncher in the world, but by that method, they can still win the fight.
Of course.
They wear the other guy out. They get points from throwing them down.
You want to know what I heard?
What?
I listened to the post-fight press conference this morning. Okay, and they had Rashad Evans there and Rampage both, and the media was asking them questions, right?
Yeah.
And Rashad was actually pretty humble, and Rampage too. Well, neither one of them were angry at each other or bragging.
They weren't bragging then, were they?
Yeah, but oh man, I forgot what I was going to tell you. I heard something that I forgot.
In the press conference?
Yeah, what were you talking about with the takedowns and the training camps?
Yeah, I was talking about how that definitely gave Rashad an advantage. That's what really helped him to win the fight. If he had had that skill right there, he certainly wasn't the boxer that the other guy was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the other guy was a powerful striker, and had Rashad Evans not trained GSP and them, he may have lost that fight. But like I said, both of them should have been humbled that they came out without really getting beat, you know.
Yeah.
Both of them could have taken the other one out.
Well, Rampage said it was like a bonding experience. He said he has a lot of respect for Rashad, and Rashad showed some power that he wasn't expecting, but he still doesn't like Rashad personally, but he does have a lot of respect for him.
Well, yeah, he's a bad boy. He's not supposed to like anybody.
But he was real good about it. Like he was very professional that he lost and answered everybody's questions calmly, and
yeah.
You know, he didn't make any excuses. Like he said it himself, he says, I'm not going to make any excuses. He says, everybody talks about ring rust, and he said, I tried not to think about it too much.
Yeah.
He said, that's why I was saying I take this as a warm-up fight, but really there are no warm-up fights in the UFC because every fighter in the UFC is professional.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that the management was well pleased with the fight too.
Oh yeah, that was the highest attendance ever, I think, and then the highest celebrity attendance too.
Well, we saw a few. Who we see? Snoop Dogg, and who else did we see? We saw, well, GSP, but Fires. But what other movie star did we see? Was it
I don't know.
Sylvester Stallone there? Or?
I didn't see him.
Yeah, we saw.
I didn't see him.
A couple of celebrities there.
Yeah.
And baseball players. But that was the best fight, the last fight, because we were expecting to have a good battle, and we really did.
It was all right. It wasn't over the top. I can't say it was fantastic.
No, it wasn't over the top, but you got when you saw those guys fight, they both had a lot of respect for each other, and they walked away knowing that, hey, I gotta be careful, this guy can clean me out. I'm sure Rashad thinks that of the other guy, and the other guy also thinks that of him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was a well-fought fight, and I'm glad that both of them finished the fight neither one of them was too badly cut up.
Yeah, they said they had no injuries. Both of them said that.
They had no real injuries, but they did take some blows. And that's what I like to see, a battle of skills like that, where both of them compete and show their skills, and then they choose the winner.
Right.
I don't like to see a guy get beat up because...
Would you say that Rashad dominated, though?
He dominated in his takedowns.
So he dominated the fight.
I think... No, I don't really think he dominated the fight. I think he kind of stayed away from those punches most of the time, except he got a few quick blows in there. But
Yeah.
most of the time he was very wary and kept his distance.
Yeah.
And he went by the game plan.
Did he win? You think you
wear
won?
him down and get him up against the thing and down on the ground, and that's where he really had his great success, except for one time he almost got in trouble when he got upside down and he started getting pounded.
Do you think that, what was I going to say here? Rashad won all 3 rounds?
I would say that he probably scored more points, but do you get points by blows, by hitting somebody?
Yeah, of course, but you say he won all 3 rounds.
Except for that round where he got punched about 5 or 6 times.
Oh, so you don't think he won the 3rd round? The final?
I don't know. I don't know. Harley would think.
Yeah.
Because he got quite a few blows, but they said that he won by majority decision.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean he won all 3 rounds. I forget what the score was. But, I don't know. The 3rd round, they could have called it a draw, or they could have given it to Rampage. But I was impressed.
Maybe they did.
I was impressed with Rashad that he was able to hold it together like he did. He took those shots from Rampage, and I thought he was going to be finished. You know?
Yeah, I thought he was finished there at the end when he started getting pounded like that. But he
was in a bad spot.
He turned and he got out of it. He was determined.
Yeah.
And Rampage, you think Rampage, when they got up, Rampage should have attacked him because he must have been a little bit dazed, but Rampage didn't. And he got his composure back and was able to finish up the fight. Good style.
Yep.
So, are they going to fight again?
Well, they mentioned a few, like the press was asking a little bit about a rematch, and Dana White was talking about how certainly at some point they're going to fight each other again if they keep going, because they're both top contenders, and he says that Rashad is not obligated to rematch Rampage in any way.
Yeah.
Which I think is right, definitely.
He actually, I think the Rampage showed that he can stay right in there with him.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a rematch right away, that's for sure. Let them...
No, I mean, people don't want to see the thing right away, but now he's got to fight Shogun Hua, and that's going to be a tough fight for him.
Yeah.
But Shogun Hua, as far as the way I see it, is the top of the chain right now in the weight class.
Yeah, that's true. I believe the same. But we're gonna call this.
I think I would favor shoving Hugh over Rashad Evans.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
I don't think Rashad is.
Yeah, probably 3-1 for Hua. But we're gonna go ahead and cut this here and end it.
All right.
So I'll talk to you next time.
I'll talk to you next time and probably call you tomorrow and probably come over tomorrow.
All right. See you later.